Hey guys, how's it going? It's Adamas Sanguine and welcome to the beginning of my Red Rocket build. So today I'm actually just going to be doing some basic reinforcement, covering up the windows, adding some new doors, what have you. What I actually did with this, it actually turned out really well first try on a couple of these pieces. So this is going to be one of those builds that I'm going to enjoy, I can already tell. So again, this is just a standard railcar door. You guys know I love my sliding doors, and decided to do a SarDeliac trick here where I'm going to actually go on the inside and just pull it back just to where the two types of concrete meet there, the sidewalk and the floor for the workshop here. So yeah, I got it first try. And the nice thing is, since I covered it halfway, or brought it over halfway, it did not clip through the other wall. I thought about doing a second sliding door, but I changed my mind with that and decided after watching one of LadyHA's videos, I haven't used the shipping crates pieces in a while, so we're going to actually go over to the shipping crate pieces, and I think I have a piece. Yeah, it's not this one. There's one other piece that will fit that almost perfectly. Let's see. There it is. So this nice white piece, just wanted it to stand out, actually make it look like it was scrappy, of course, because that's what we got to do. Well, it's fun to do anyway. So we're going to go there, and I thought about sinking it down, but then I changed it up and decided to use these pieces of frame to the shipping crates. Just add a kick plate, if you will, or a footing, I guess you can call it the threshold of the door, and it's actually going to work really nice, just a couple of pieces together, and then using the really awesome ability of the Qwapa tool just to blend them in there, to blend them together to make that place anywhere work. And let's see, we'll get that right about there? Question mark? There we go. I do find out later on in the video that it is a little bit crooked, but that's okay. We can always fix that off camera. But look at that. Pretty much the first try on all these, not much editing. The only thing I did with editing is just to slow time and speed time up, of course. Or not slow time, but you know what I mean. Ramble. So actually decided to scrap the original doors just because they always bugged me in this place with the windows that go in and out. Plus dog meat gets a little nosy when he's here because there are those little points where he actually will stand and look at the window. So anyway, he'll still do it, but now he can't see inside. And of course, any of the raiders, and this place gets attacked by raiders, gunners, super mutants quite often. So I actually did realize that door was over just a little too far, and thank God, of course, for those that don't use the Qwapa tool, again, don't release the Qwapa tool and let it go until you know that it's exactly where you want it, because like in the instance there, you lose it in the wall, you're not going to get it back unless you revert to an earlier save. So there we go. I was able to bring that further, a little further, or bring that forward a little further, and we could say that maybe it's not a standard handle, maybe it's got an actual just a touch plate, just maybe push on it and it pops open. So decided not to do another door on this. I wanted to actually completely cover this up because any attackers will actually come straight through that door, and settlers like to use them as well. Let's see, this is just a standard piece of wood. Not going to be using a lot of, if I do use any, well, just like I normally do, if I do any modded pieces, they're just going to be from USO because most of them are just recolored vanilla anyway. So not really any custom stuff for this. So, of course, you can do it with mods or not. Makes no difference. Yeah, so there we go. Make it look like it actually is, I guess you could say it's screwed to the frame of the door there. Nice. And let's see, now I'm going to go into the fence pieces. Where are they at? There we go. And I like these Asian style gates or fences. These are the ones that are similar to the ones outside Croup Manor. I've used these in a lot of my builds, you guys know. But, always find a use for them in every build. There we go. And they just add just a little bit of character. Of course, people would already be stopped by the other piece. This is just to add those layers of color, texture, make it stand out a little bit. Nice. And let's see. Now I got to actually go over, and just to keep the settlers. I mean, obviously settlers can get in. They could teleport wherever they want. But for the raiders, they don't do that generally. So we're just going to cover up the interior door that goes into the workshop. I don't actually keep this piece. I'm going to change it out later. I did like how it looked, but I think we can do better. I'll do that off camera. So there we go. Straighten that up a little bit, and just so you can see inside. As you can see here, I've already put in my favorite little pod pieces. You guys saw the Lakeview Manor and a couple of my other builds. You guys know I love these vents. Of course, in my mega build that I did, the bunker over in County Crossing. If you guys want to watch that, I had a really nice bunker in there, and I really love the effect that those pod vents give the pod fans. Cooling vents, whatever you want to call them. Nice. Then I realized I couldn't figure out why those there was those separation there in the pieces, and obviously from the outside you can't see it from the inside, but you know, it's going to bug the crap out of me if I see that. So we're going to go ahead and immersify it a little bit, and this actually works out really well. We're going to actually put a little bit of frame up here and just kind of cover it up. It does take a little bit of doing, mainly because it's hard to see. I do it from the outside at first, but then I got to revert back to the because it looks like it actually works completely fine. It looks nice from the outside, but then once we go on the inside, you'll see for whatever reason you still get that gap there. I hate that. So we're gonna go back out, and I'm gonna do it from the inside just to make it work. Awesome, 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 awesome. And for you guys that have seen my Violetta's trailer base, you guys know I love to you know, do these little it's almost like adding a junk wall. That was probably one of my favorite junk walls here, and actually my Raider build. I actually went back and watched that video, and I really like that build. So this may or may not, question mark, turn into a Raider build. I'm not quite sure. I know Chaos, you'd be happy with that. Nice. Yeah, there we go. Looking good, looking good. I like it a lot. Yes, I say that a lot. Nice. That too. Ah! My Adama-isms. Alright, and this piece here is going to be nothing more than just for texture, just for the immersion. And actually put it on here at first, and then I didn't like where it was, so I'm actually going to slide that over. There we go. Nice, just edit that out. There we go. Let's see. What do we want to do next? Oh, okay, so now we know with the door, to get it on correctly, I'm actually going to be doing it, setting it in place with the door already open. That way I can get the correct positioning, and I don't have to worry about losing it in the wall. So basically just skip a step that I did in the first one. So go ahead and line that up, get it nice and straight, and gonna pull it back, and almost got it on the first try. It still had a little bit of things similar to the first door, but that's okay. I'll fix that off camera. So here's what we got so far. I like it. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so now I actually think I want to change out the floor, but before we do that, let's take one last look, see what we got so far. Nice. Looks good. So I won't be doing the whole floor in this video. I'll do that off camera, but here in the workshop, you know, if you guys have ever been to any professional workshop or auto body shop, anything like that actually works on cars, they pretty much will use these checkered floors. I wish they came in metal, but they don't, just because the sound the wood makes when you walk on it is just kind of annoying, the little echo. Yeah, whatever. Blame it on stuff. I think you might know what I'm talking about. Nikita, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, yeah, so just wanted to make sure that it wasn't poking through the side of the wall, and we didn't, so we're going to add some more floor in here and go back in. Nice. Here we go. And we're just going to line that up. Easiest way, obviously, just like a standard checkered board, just look at your, in this case, the black and the white squares. Easy to line up, just to make sure that it's, you know, not the black, not black next to white, not black next to black, or white next to white. Nice. This piece is actually going to be out of whack the first time I did it, because again I was lining it up with the checkers, which it did line up correctly and it was straight, but the downside was, I don't realize this till later on, that it was actually way out too far since I didn't go outside and check like I was supposed to, like I did on the first piece. But that's okay. You can also look down and highlight your pieces for those that are actually using the colored, well, in this case, the green highlight. But yeah, I could have looked at it and would have saw that it was out of center. Yeah, and actually here's where I realize it, because again I didn't line up the checkered pieces first, so now we got to spin it around. There we go, easy fix. Now we got white next to black and black next to white. Nice. But then we got this whole foot of space right here, so easy peasy, and we'll just go ahead and spin that around so that it lines up. Good stuff. Nice. Looks good. I'll fix the, I do realize it later on that the it was a little bit higher than the other pieces, so just kind of contemplating, thinking what I want to do next, and just showing you guys where we're at. Alright, so now we're actually going to pull that piece down and line it up again. Some of the things you don't notice until you go back and walk through, so take several stops in the middle, guys. Take little breaks. It helps out a lot. Actually, here I found the stim pack that just magically popped up on top of the tile that was underneath. Very nice. And it doesn't come through the wall. Good stuff. I like it. And let's see, so now this is another one for those that are not familiar with the Qwapa tool. It's very easy to get caught up in doing the standard pillar glitch style, so you would find yourself wanting to use pieces that you know you would fit that are easy to glitch in, but it's easy to forget sometimes that you can do pretty much anything you want with the Qwapa as far as that blending materials. So there we go. Got it to stick under the wall. Doesn't have to be a bunch of little pieces just because it's going to go through the wall anyway. Now, of course, it's not quite big enough to go across, so again, I did actually try to cover that with 4 more squares, but I didn't like how it looked. I didn't like all the little lines meeting, so this is again knowing or remembering that you can blend things with the Qwapa tool just to make custom pieces. So we're going to go ahead and grab this piece, and then we're going to fuse it into the first set of pieces. Just pull it over a little bit. And actually, no, excuse me, I didn't think about it in the first one. I did sort of, but then I forgot that I could actually just pull that over a smidgen, just to line it up, just to get the, you know, the nice straight line there in the doorway, just to make it look good. I'd rather have a couple lines here and there instead of all the intersections. Well, anyway, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video. I know it was short, but I got to save my hotspot. I am Adamo Sanguine. I love you all. I'm out.